SNL analysis. SNL analysis. Welcome to another episode of SNL analysis. Season 45, episode 1, aired on 9/29, 2019. Host, Woody Harrelson. And so let's talk about it. So the opening, pretty funny. I think that it was missing some beats. It could have been a lot funnier. I'm gonna give it an 8. It was okay. It's pretty good. It trucked along. It wasn't memorable. The monologue was very slow at the beginning. The whole close thing was just like, ugh. But it picked up really quickly halfway through. So I give it a 7, And then we've got the impeachment. That was a 10, an absolute 10. Everybody brought their A game. There was 2 extra points. There was an extra point for the opening monologue. So far they've got 3 extra points for the extra people, and you can watch it at the bottom. And it was just absolutely on beat, on point, everything hilarious. Then we got Billie Eilish, extra point for the amazing performance. If you have not seen it, again, it's at the bottom. You really want to see it. It's something that I don't believe SNL has ever done in the history of SNL. So very good job for that. That's Then Weekend Update. Weekend Update, a 10. Little side note on Big Papi. In the past, I've criticized that Big Papi and the Mofongo Black has gotten old. Bringing in the whole new jokes, hilarious, absolutely funny, and you can see it, you can hear it in the audience. So an absolute 10. Then we've got the halftime situation with the football, gross, absolutely gross. I gave it a 1. I gave it a 1. There were no laughs, and the whole vein thing was just not working for me. If it had spoken like Donald Duck and had a conversation with a girlfriend, that would have been totally different, but just not working for me. A total 1. Then we got the politics with Keenan. I gave it a 7, and it was only funny because there was a gaffe that happened with wardrobe, and I think they just took on way too much, and it was just confusing for the audience, for me at least. Then we've got the DTA. Oh, Downtown Abbey. I give it an 8. It was pretty funny. The same similar jokes. It was just trucking along. It was on beat, but it was just the same thing over and over again. It didn't go anywhere, and bringing in the Joker thing at the end was just confusing. So I give it an 8. Then we've got the dad. The dad, I only give it a 2 because of the, I believe, 1 to the last line. It was funny, but it wasn't really memorable. So there was like 2 laughs, so I give it a 2. But for me, it was just not funny at all for the most part. The Apple Farm, though, they brought it with the Apple Farm. The Apple Farm was on beat, on point, everything. An absolute 10. So, what's the score, you may ask yourself? Well, we've got a score of 70, and that's including the plus 3 points the plus 4 points for the guest stars that pop in the show and the musical performance. 70 is D. Not too good starting off. And as we see, with the whole halftime situation, people were cringing. And once you cringe, it's very hard to get a laugh out of a cringe, from a cringe to a laugh. So, and then the other one was, what was the one? The Cosby. I just didn't. The Cosby? The Kobe? Kobe and Jans? Dad, number 1. Oh, Kobe. That was the one part when Dad goes with Kobe. That was the one funny part. Dad was just not. You can hear it. And there was audience. You can hear the laughter in the audience. And it was dead. So they need to really. And that was a film thing. So that really needs to be a concern. So what's happening? What's the situation? Let's kick it up a notch. Who's going to be the next guest? Can they get 100 and more points than that? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. Did you like the show? What did you think of the show? What was your favorite episode? What was your least favorite episode? Do you agree with what I said? I want to wish you all a wonderful, wonderful eternity.